Where is the real estate world heading nationwide in the United States? Well, we've got to take a look at a few things before we understand where we're heading. We need to understand where we're at. In fact, where were we the last month? I've got some great little maps for you to understand. They're interactive. I'm going to show you a few things. Number one is this one year change in metro level home prices between September 2023 and September 2024. We're in October now. So let's take a look at this. And what you're looking at specifically is the more red areas, and you've got the middle beige areas in blue. Red means you've lost, you've gone negative. Beige means, hey, you know what? You're not doing too bad. You're in the middle, you're average, depending on what part of beige you're in. And blue, darker blue means you are doing amazing as a real estate market, and lighter blue, obviously doing very well, but not negative, right? We're looking for the red things. So if we scroll through, you can take a look at some areas here. The surprise, I'm going to start with the surprise, and I'm not sure why it's always a surprise, but if we zoom in here and we take a look at Los Angeles, specifically Southern California, we can see the Los Angeles, Long Beach area still going up year over year. It's decreased, but it's still going up, right? Look at that. 1 year change, 5.1% plus. That means it's doing good. Northern California, though, that's a different story. I know we're having problems with fires and insurance, but take a look at Riverside, 4.2, and San Diego, Chula Vista, 4.8%. I'm going to show you in a little bit what Orange County looks like, because we need to look at dark blue areas, and here's a dark blue area as well. But when you look at Orange County and take a look at it, that to me was the biggest surprise in California. Now we're going to take a look at the other side. Let's scroll out a little bit, maybe go into, we know we love Florida, and they've had some challenges with some hurricanes. And I hear that more hurricanes are coming there, but it's important to take a look at what's happening overall in Florida. Now, it's not crashing, but you do have areas that were affected along this coast. Now, let me zoom out so you can see a little bit more. Along this coast right here, you do have areas that are affected by hurricanes, and you do have areas that are affected by insurance, specifically those condos that have an HOA, that have had a problem. Now you're seeing HOAs 2x, 3x, 4x their price over the span of a few years, and some people can't afford them and they're having to let go. Now, you see this area, Punta Gorda, not a lot of people live here, but still you're at negative 7.1%, and you're going up towards Sarasota. And I know that now we're looking into the beige areas, Tampa. This is September. We're going to take a look now at after the hurricane and what happened. We may see the numbers go a little bit lower because of that, but look, they were already trending low, middle-ish, and all of these little areas here that are beige, I'm going to zoom in. If you need to squint, don't worry about it. I'm needing to squint right now too. So you can see this. It looks like we're coming into a normal market, and you have Miami. Miami's still doing very well, 3.2% year over year. So just pay attention to the red areas. That's what I'm saying. And if you look at also Austin over here, red area, negative 4%, kind of reddish, beige-ish, right? 2.7% negative. San Antonio. It's important to take a look at where this is all going, because when we take a look now at counties, let me shift this over, and we take a look at the counties like these blocked out. There are a whole bunch of counties here, and it's a beautiful map, by the way. If you need this, I'll put it in the link. My friend Lance Lambert from ResiClub made this, and we're looking in and zooming into California. This is the part that I wanted to show you. Your Orange County, this is part of Southern California, really dark blue. 1 year change, 9.8%. They aren't slowing down, right? And that's because we need to take a look at inventory. We need to take a look at the popularity of the area, people wanting to move in still into Southern California. I know you're hearing on the news like everyone's leaving California. Well, there are people leaving, but I have a feeling that it's from the north, right, rather than from the south. Because look what's happening in the north. You have a more beige-ish area, and you've got some red over here. And we've got some fire problems up here as well. Now, let's take a look at the other side of the map, East Coast, where it's absolutely on fire, right? And look at all these dark blue areas that I would have never guessed these areas would have been dark blue, but you've got all of this Connecticut, sorry, that's New York, but you've got all of these areas in Connecticut that are dark blue. Look at the 7.5 year over year, 8.9, 8%, 8.8, 7.6. I don't see any beige at all in this area. And the same thing goes for New York as a whole. Look at this. You've got an area, Oswego, I don't know. You tell me, correct me. Oswego County, New York. Look at that. This is nuts. So when we take a look at this as a whole, you can see that it's really a nation of three cities. And that's the city that's doing pretty well, going, the percentages are growing every year, means property prices are growing. You've got one that's staying kind of even, maybe a little bit higher, maybe you've got 1% up, maybe 1% down. And then you've got those areas that are in red that I would say are negative 3%, negative 4%. Those are the places that you're going to have to watch to see what happens. Are they going to overbuild? Is insurance going to be more of a problem in Florida and in Texas and parts of California? You've got to take a look overall at where the interest rates are as well, because as the interest rates for mortgages drop, if that's where they're going, right? If they drop, it does make things more affordable and more people buy. We watched it happen 3 weeks ago when mortgage applications shot up, and now all of a sudden it's staying still again. Why? Because interest rates are now 6.5%, 6.6% around there. When we're lowering and getting closer to 6 and even into the 5s as an average throughout the nation, then you start seeing things move, with other challenges as well, with the election and with the economy. Just pay attention to where these trends are now, because if I'm looking at this map overall and I'm taking a look at the darker blue areas, I wouldn't be so worried of those areas. I'd be worried in the red areas, right? I'd be paying attention to these red, darker areas, and the dark blue areas, I would say you're pretty safe right now. It's those areas that are beigeish that I'm not sure. You have to look a little bit deeper. And that's what we'll keep on doing here. So look, any questions you have, any ahas that you had, or any details that you've got, let me know. I'd love to get more information on this from wherever you have it. That's all I got for you today. Have an awesome day.